Today is a very auspicious day, appearance day of one dear disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Saraswati Goswami Thakur. His name is Srila Bhakti Alok Paramahamsa Goswami Maharaj. Just now we were singing this song. There are many songs in glorification of Vaishnavas. So on such days and actually daily, we have to sing the glories of Vaishnavas, pray for their grace, then we can remove all our wrong attitudes by their grace, and we can get the service of Krishna. So in this song, Narottam Thakur is saying, I'm telling, that the lotus feet of Vaishnavas, they are the greatest wealth, treasure. And my dear brother, please hear me with one pointed attention. One who will take shelter of Vaishnava and will worship Krishna in the shelter of Vaishnava, means under his guidance. Krishna will not forsake such a person, will not give him up. And he will also bestow him his own service. We heard from our Gurudev, there is one verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is actually from Bhagavatam. If someone approaches Krishna and he has some desires, worldly desires, then worshipping Krishna, Krishna will fulfill him that. But in another verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, if someone worships me and wants some material things, I will not give him that. He is foolish, that is why he wants. But I am not foolish. Why I will give him that? I will instead give him the nectar of my lotus feet. By that he will forget all other desires. Both there. So how to harmonize this? Our Gurudev told, if someone took shelter of Vaishnava, pure devotee, then Krishna will not cheat that person out of love for that Vaishnava. We have example, Dhruva Maharaj. He wanted to have bigger kingdom than his father, but he took shelter of Narad Goswami. So, by doing worship under the guidance of Narad Goswami, then ultimately he got darshan of Supreme Lord, vision. So by getting that darshan and getting that bliss of seeing Krishna, he forgot all other that kingdom. Then Krishna also asked him, what you want? You tell me. Dhruva said, I don't want anything. I only want you. Then Krishna said, I know why you came to worship me, to get bigger kingdom of your father. So you request me, I will give you. He said, no, I don't want. It is like if I was searching for a broken piece of glass, but I found one jewel, one diamond. When I found diamond, what is the use of wanting that broken piece of glass? No use. So now I am getting taste of your lotus feet. So why I will want anything else? So why? Because he took shelter of Narad Goswami, pure devotee. So because Krishna has love for Narad Goswami, those who will take shelter of Narad Goswami, Krishna will not cheat them. He will put obstacle to their other desires and will instead give the nectar of his own lotus feet. So here Narottam Thakur is telling, one who will take shelter of Vaishnava and worship Krishna, then Krishna will not forsake him. Others will come and go, means they will be born and die uselessly, making no use of this valuable human birth. The water that has washed the lotus feet of Vaishnava has that power to give us love of Krishna. There is nothing more powerful than this, Narottam Thakur is saying. And the dust from the lotus feet of Vaishnava, I will put it on my head I will decorate my head and my body. I will decorate with that dust. That will be my decoration. What is written in Shastra, in Karma Kandya Shastra, about visiting holy places, and you take bath in that pond, those sins will be destroyed like this. What is written in Puranas, that is all cheating you actually, because the Padodaka, that water that has washed the lotus feet of Vaishnava, nothing is equal to that. So that is only, it is deceiving you. You should actually take the water that has washed the feet of Vaishnava. There you have to take bath. Then you will get devotion to Krishna. That is actual eternal welfare. Narottam Thakur further saying, in the association of Vaishnavas, my mind is always happy, continuously happy. Why? Because they are always discussing about Krishna. Krishna is the source of all bliss. He is Satchidananda, Purna Satchidananda. So, and they are always in connection with him through service. So they are always happy. And when I am in association of Vaishnavas, I also get, because they are always speaking of Krishna. This humble Narottam Das Thakur is crying, why I lost, why I was separated, Bande means cut off, why I was cut off from association of Vaishnavas is my misfortune. He's teaching us the value of association of Vaishnavas. So we have to sing these songs and meditate on the meaning. All Siddhanta, everything is there. There are so many songs by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Thakur, so we have to sing. So today is the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Alok Paramahamsa Gosvami Maharaj. I will read what Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj wrote. You will also find other some details in Srila Bharati Maharaj's book, so I will only read this, what Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj wrote. Pujopat. Pujopat means worshipable, and Param Pujopat means most worshipable, or our Gurudev used the word most revered Gurudev. My most revered Gurudev, that is Param Pujapat, most revered. So here, Pujapat Paramahamsa Maharaj appeared in 1893 on Shukla Pratipat, the first day of the waxing moon, that is today, in the month of Vaishak, a Sunday, under the constellation of Ashwini. In other words, he appeared during the first constellation in the first month of the year, on the first solar day of the week, and during the first lunar day of the month. So everything was first. Yesterday we were observing Gadadhar Pandit's appearance. That was Amavasya, means empty moon. So today is Pratipat, that is first day. So first day of waxing moon, then first month, and first day of week also. First month in Bengali, or that calendar Bengali, first month is Vaishak. And first solar day of the week, first lunar, yes. Maharaj was a Vaishnava, always absorbed in Nam Bhajan, always chanting Harinam. He embodied all Vaishnava qualities. All Vaishnavas are truly the earth's invaluable jewels, because each one is capable of delivering the entire universe. How this is possible? We are singing that song daily. Brahmanda Tarite Shakti. That every one of them, they have that power to deliver Brahmanda. How this is possible? Our Gurudev told, awakened soul can awake other sleeping souls. If all are sleeping, then who will awake others? All are sleeping. You may have 6 billion people sleeping. Who will awake? Cannot. They are all sleeping. But if there is one awakened soul, he can awake so many others. So we have to give importance on quality, not quantity. Our Gurudev, one scientist, he may invent some medicine that can help so many people. But if he is useless, then what? Someone is useless, then what he can help? He cannot help himself nor others. And our Gurudev also gave example in Calcutta, that Howrah Bridge, long ago, one engineer, British engineer, made a bridge across Ganga without pillars. And nowadays, means when our Gurudev was saying this, they could not repair it because they could not understand how he could do this. What is the system? They are all also engineers, but they are unable to understand. So they had to make a separate bridge. They could not repair that one because they could not, they had no clue how this is made. So one quality person can make a change, but so many characterless persons, our Guru told, they cannot do any good to themselves nor to others. So you have to give importance on quality, not quantity. So here, Maharaj is telling he was a jewel on the earth. We may find so much gold in this world. We may find so much diamonds. We may find oil or so many things. We think very, very valuable, but it is not. What is real value on this earth is pure devotees. That is real value. When they are here, the earth is blessed. When they go, like here, Maharaj is further telling, Taha bina ratna shunya hoilo medini. Medini means one name for the earth, has become bereft of jewels without him. Because this was written on the Maharaja's disappearance day. Today we are observing his appearance day. Prior to accepting the shelter of the most worshipful Srila Prabhupada, means Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, Maharaja's name was Mahendra. He appeared in Bangladesh. Once, that time it was India, now it is Bangladesh. Once he received Diksha, he became known as Sri Mahananda Brahmachari. He took shelter of Prabhupada in Chaitanya Mata in Mayapur. Later, Srila Prabhupada awarded him the devotional title Bhaktya Alok, which means illuminated by the effulgence of devotion. Illuminated by the effulgence of devotion, that is Bhakti Alok. After the disappearance of Srila Prabhupada, he accepted sannyas from Srimad Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, and his sannyas name became Srimad Bhakti Alok Paramahamsa Maharaj. When Maharaj was a brahmachari, the supremely worshipful Prabhupada entrusted him with looking after Bhagavat press in Krishna Nagar, and later with managing Sri Chaitanya Math in Sridham, Mayapur. I read from Srila Bharati Maharaj and also from Uday Maharaj, this Krishna Nagar printing press, their Srimad Bhagavatam was printed with the commentaries of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and also Chaitanya Charitamrita, all these important books, they were printed, so he was managing that, and also later Chaitanya Math in Mayapur, original Chaitanya Math, he was manager. By accomplishing all of these services with great expertise, he became the special recipient of Srila Prabhupada's profuse mercy. It is impossible to fill the void created by the absence of such an exemplary Vaishnava dedicated to pure bhajan. After the disappearance of Srila Bhakti Swarup Parvat Gosai Maharaj, he is also one their disciple of Prabhupada. He got sannyas directly from Prabhupada. He was from Orissa. No, he actually, this Parvat Gosai Maharaj, he was born in Godrundvip. He was a neighbor of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So he told when he was a boy, he heard Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the morning loudly chanting Harinam, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, as if calling some person from some distance, calling him. Means it was a living thing. Not just Hare, no, he was calling, as we find some mother is calling her son, or someone is calling one person. So like that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur in that relationship, direct relationship, he was chanting in the morning Maha Mantra, calling Krishna, really calling. He was astonished, he became attracted, and also he was associating with Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and also Bhaktivinoda Thakur engaged him in doing Nagar Sankirtan through the streets of Godrundip, together with that Krishna Das Babaji and some others, and he would give them sweets after, because he was small boys. So like that. Then later he took shelter of Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisana Saraswati Thakur, and got directly sannyas from him. So after the disappearance of this Parvat Maharaj, the founder of Sri Varshabhanavi Deita Gauriya Math in the suburban Udala development of the Mayurbhanj district in Orissa, Srimat Mahananda Brahmachari was inducted as the Acharya of that math. At the proposal of Pujyapat Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Gaurab Baikanash Gosai Maharaj, you know, he is the sannyas guru of our Parangurudev. He also got sannyas directly from Prabhupada. So he was there in Orissa. He made one math, but he said that for this math, it is better that Mahananda Brahmachari should take this service. And in the presence of Pujyapat Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Vichar Jajavar Gosai Maharaj, we will hear about him tomorrow, is his appearance day. Pujyapat Tridandi Swami Shri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhav Gosai Maharaj and other god brothers, all of whom expressed their approval, as well as Srila Bhakti Swarup Parvat Goswami Maharaj's disciples and patrons. The next year, 1958, he accepted sannyas and became known as Tridandi Swami Srimad Paramahamsa Maharaj. So while he was still brahmachari, he was giving initiations, because we learn from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kiva Vipra, Kiva Shudra, Nyasi, Kiva Vipra, Kiva Vipra, Shudra, Nyasi, Kenoi, Jai Krishna Tattva Beta, Say Guru. I forgot the first. Kiva Vipra, Kiva Nyasi, yes. Kiva Vipra, Kiva Nyasi, Shudra Kenoi, Jai Krishna Tattva Beta, Say Guru Hoy. In Chaitanya Charitamrita. Raya Ramananda was householder. And Mahaprabhu said, I want to hear Harikatha from you. Then Raya Ramananda said, why you will hear from me? I am low Shudra, I'm a householder, I am attached to this world. Then Mahaprabhu said, no, this is not the point. Kiba Bipra Nyasi, Shudra Kenanoi. Whether one is a Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or Sannyasi, Brahmachari, Girihasta, or Vanaprastha. This does not matter. The point is whether he knows Krishna Tattva. In truth, he knows Krishna. He personally knows Krishna. He's a realized soul. Say Guru Hoy. He can be Guru. One who knows Krishna, he can speak about Krishna. He can be Guru. So here, all sannyasis, they agreed, yes, Mahananda Prabhu, he will be a charge of this math. Even disciples of Bharat Maharaj, he was so qualified, means realized so. Then he also took sannyas. Our Parangurudev also approved one brahmachari during his own life, his own disciple. He told him, yes, you can do this service of being Guru, and Parangurudev installed deities in his place where he will preach. Yes, he took sannyas. The night before Srila Maharaj left his body and entered Nitya Lila, means eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna, he frequently and loudly called out the names of Nitya Lila Pravishta Shri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhav Gosai Maharaj, the founder Acharya of Shri Chaitanya Gauriya Math, and Shri Madhav Maharaj's disciple and current President Acharya Srimad Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Gosai Maharaj. Their names were often heard from his mouth earlier also, for he nurtured profound affection for them both. So before this appearance, he was taking the name of Parangurudev and Gurudev. Let me find if it is written here. Yes. No, I read in another one article. Maharaj opened one mat there in Mayapur. You know, when you go out from our mat left side towards Gopinath Gauriya Mat and then towards Ganga Ghat, after Gopinath Gauriya Mat, almost just before our Khetropal Shiva there, on the right side, there is Paramahamsa Gauriya Mat, that is his mat. There he installed deities of Gaur Gadadhar, like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he gave half of that property which he had to Bhaktisara Bhaktisar Maharaj. So then his disciple became next Acharya. So there he was doing bhajan, and also he has one center, one mat, Gauriya Mat in Calcutta, that is also near our mat, 10 minutes walking. Our Sundar Gopal Prabhu, our god brother, where he used to live before. Now he's in another place, but where he used to live, he's a neighbor of that mat. So he used to go there all the time to that mat. He said devotees there are very nice. It is not a big place, but they are doing bhajan very nicely, worshipping and making festivals and everything. So today, his Samadhi Mandir, Paramahamsa Maharaj, is also there in Mayapur. just opposite of their temple. So I am remembering Srila Maharaj bowing down to his lotus feet, praying for forgiveness for any offenses which I may have committed knowing or unknowingly, and pray for his causeless mercy to bestow service of his lotus feet and also the lotus feet of his object of worship, Shri Gaur Gadadhar Prabhu, that is Radha Krishna. So on the day when Vaishnavas are, there is appearance day anniversary, our Gurudev told, you should not miss this opportunity. You should sing the glories of Vaishnavas, you should hear their glories, you should pray for their grace. He said, like in this world, when a person has birthday and he's making a birthday party, so he is inviting many people and making food and all, he's serving everyone out of happiness. So on that day, if perchance someone came who was not invited, somehow he came to know, or someone who was not directly invited, but he came there, then this man who has birthday will not refuse him. He will not refuse anyone because he's so happy and he wants to serve everyone. Anyone will come, he will, yes. So like that, although Vaishnavas, they are unlimitedly merciful already. Vaishnava Thakur, Dwayara Sagar, they are ocean of mercy, unlimited. You cannot find limit. Still, they are making this lila on their birthday, appearance day. They are more merciful. So you don't miss this opportunity. If you don't know anything, at least you say Jai to that Vaishnava. Take his name and do Jai to him or bow down to him, pray for his grace. You will not be refused on that day. Impossible. So we have to take this opportunity of receiving their mercy. What is their mercy? Their mercy is they will make us inclined to serve Krishna and they will guide us how to serve Krishna. They have that. That is their mercy. That is real mercy among the Dvadva. And we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam now, second canto. We heard now Brahma is speaking to Narad. Narad inquired from Brahma, you please tell me, are you the creator or is there someone beyond you or how it is? Then Brahma already explained everything to him. No, I am not creator. Supreme Lord is the creator. I am doing after him. I am only instrumental. He is Supreme Lord. One second to see the context. Yes. Brahma told to Narad, I am repeating to know the context, although I am known as the great Brahma, perfect in the disciplic succession of Vedic wisdom, and although I have undergone all austerities and am an expert in mystic powers and self-realization, and although I am recognized as such by the great forefathers of the living entities, who offer me respectful obeisances, still I cannot understand him, the Lord, the very source of my birth. As we heard, one verse before, Brahma said, because I caught the lotus feet of Supreme Lord with great zeal, my words never prove wrong, and my progress is constant, and I am never degraded. in this temporary the attachment to this, never. So I explain, he's beyond Maya, so he's very bold. Bona fide Guru is very bold in cutting Maya, misconceptions from other conditioned souls. But at the same time, he is also humble because he is in contact with Supreme Lord who is unlimited. So he never has that vanity. I know everything about Supreme Lord because he's unlimited. But at the same time, he knows everything because he's beyond Maya. There is no defect of Maya, defect in his conception, so he can awaken other sleeping souls. Both these are there, I explained yesterday. Then Brahma also said, therefore it is best for me to surrender unto his lotus. Already he surrendered, but again he's telling it is best for me to surrender, because that surrender, our Gurudev told, has got no end. That is why we are saying Namo Nama. Repeatedly I am offering obeisances. It is best for me to surrender to him. Means we want to act according to the desire of Krishna. Now he wants this, and then next moment he will want this, like this. All the time surrender to Krishna and acting according to his desire. As he is playing, we are dancing. Dynamic surrender. Not static. Oh, I surrender, now finish. No, it is dynamic. That is why we are unable to immediately enter into Lila, because Lila is dynamic. First, we are given Harinam, because there are no rules and regulations in time, place, all this. You can chant anytime. So, to start serving him, then gradually you will be given the service of Diti. That will be more regulated. This time, this time, this, but in regulation. So, in that regulated devotion will do. So we have to be already more surrendered, more renounced from other desires to be able to be regulated in the service of Krishna. But then after that in the mat, I saw many times one who was Pujari. Then later he got a service of some Vaishnav, senior Vaishnav. That is something more dynamic. That Vaishnav will say, I need this or need that, or at different times. For Diti, it's all the time same. Mangalarati this time, offering this time, all same. But Vaishnav, already there is some more dynamic, and he will say, I need milk, or I need tea, or something, and maybe on that day he will not wake up. That time he will wake up later and you will have to give him bath at that time. Sometimes he will wake up early, you will have to give bath at that time. So some more dynamic. But in Krishna Lila, it is fully dynamic. So you have to be already fully surrendered without any other obstacles of any other desires. Otherwise you will not be able to dance as Krishna is playing. So gradually we can come to that platform. First, by you chant any time, any place. Then a regulation will be more. And then again in Vrindavan, that is spontaneous. You like to do it. Service, but there also there is guidance, of course, by those intimate servitors of Krishna. Under their guidance, we are doing appropriate service according to time. Brinda Devi will say this, according to where you are. So, therefore, it is best for me, Brahma is saying, to surrender unto his feet, which alone can deliver one from the miseries of repeated birth and death. Only he can do that. Such surrender is all auspicious and allows one to perceive all happiness. even the sky cannot estimate the limits of its own expansion. So what can others do when Lord himself is unable to estimate his own limits? Infinite minus infinite is infinite. In one forum as Anantadev, Krishna is singing his own glories. And he is not finding any limit. Constantly he is speaking Harikatha, but cannot find, because Krishna is unlimited. But all the time tasting transcendental ambrosia, that Pratipadam Purnamrita Sadhana, full bliss at every step, every moment, new. Then we also heard, since neither Lord Shiva nor you, means Narad, nor I could ascertain the limits of spiritual happiness, how can other demigods know it? And because all of us are bewildered by the illusory external energy of the Supreme Lord, this is speaking in humbleness, we can see only this manifested cosmos according to our individual ability. Let us, yes, this we heard yesterday, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto that Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose incarnations and activities are chanted by us for glorification, though he can hardly be fully known as he is. So those who are realized souls, I told in Upanishad, that was very nice, I liked when I read it. One guru, he was telling to a disciple, I cannot say I know Supreme Lord. Also, I cannot say I don't know Supreme Lord. I know him something. I explain this one because he is above Maya, no filter of Maya in his perception. He's seeing who is Krishna, who is he. He's seeing everything in Tattva. But because he's unlimited, he feels you cannot say fully. So I cannot say I know him, but also I cannot say I don't know him. I know him. I know him something. So here also, but if we realize Guru so says, I know something, one should not think that there is any material defect in his vision. No. If he's realized so, of course, there is no material defect. That is only he's expressing his smallness in front of unlimited Supreme Lord. Sa esha adyah purusha kalpe kalpe srijati aja atmanatmanam sa samyachati paticha. The Supreme Original Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, expanding his plenary portion as Mahavishnu, the first incarnation, creates this manifested cosmos, but he is unborn. The creation, however, takes place in him, and the material substance and manifestations are all himself. He maintains them for some time and absorbs them into himself again. So, first Purusha Avatar, Mahavishnu, he is doing this lila of creation, Shrishti lila, this pastime. So he's above time. He's not under the pressure of time, and his all events in lila, they are eternal. They are always present. So when he breathes out, then he's lying on that causal ocean, Biraja river, that is also beyond Triguna. then so many unlimited universes, they appear. But these universes, they're his potency. Jivas, whom, which he will infuse inside, and then they get bodies and names and they're doing their activities. That is all him, in the sense that potency and potent, they are non-different. Achintya Beda Beda. So all material substance and manifestations are all himself. Then there is creation, then he maintains for some time, and then there is destruction. Everything goes in a reverse way back. We heard how all elements are coming out. And then in reverse order, they're going inside, and they will be suspended for some time. Then again, there will be creation, and they will continue where they left before, according to their karma. As you remember, we are hearing during Kartik in Punjab, Ambala camp. Our Parangurudev was invited in one temple, Lakshmi Narayan temple, to speak Harikatha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, that temple president he invited for 10 days. Parangurudev will speak. So Gurudev told, Parangurudev was speaking in the evening because more people were coming at that time, and I used to speak in the morning, Harikatha. So then, after maybe 3 days of that program, one young sannyasi came, and he was hearing Parangurudev, and he requested that temple president, I also want to speak. Please allow me to speak here. Then the temple president said, I have no objection you speaking, but the thing is, we already invited this Maharaj. He came from Calcutta, long travel, and we requested him, so I cannot cancel him now and make you the speaker. So after these 10 days, then you can speak. But he was, that sannyasi young, he was repeatedly pressuring, no, you have to allow me to speak. Then the temple president said, okay, let me ask then this Maharaj, if he will allow, then I can allow you, but I cannot commit offense to him. So then he asked Parangurudev that there is this young sannyasi, he wants to speak something. Then Parangurudev said, okay, let him speak, what is the problem? Let him speak half an hour, and after half an hour I will speak, no problem. Then okay. Then that sannyasi spoke, and at the end he said in Punjabi language, I cannot repeat that sentence, Gurudev told, that I am Ram, so whom I will worship if I am Ram? Whom I will worship? Then Parangurudev asked from our one Punjabi devotee what he said. Then he told him, then Parangurudev said, oh, Mayavadi. Okay. The next day, when Parangurudev was chanting Japamala on veranda in front of his room, that sannyasi came and bowed down to him. Then Parangurudev told him, you please come in my room, and he gave him that mattress, and Parangurudev was sitting on bed and closed door. Then Parangurudev said, yesterday you spoke nicely there, everyone appreciating, but you said something in the end which I could not understand. And he spoke that in Punjabi language. Then that man told in Hindi. Then, because that Mayavadi, he thought that Parangurudev is also Mayavadi, because wearing saffron cloth. And in Punjab, before all were Mayavadis. Parangurudev destroyed that fortress of Mayavad, he made them Vaishnavas. So he thought he will be very pleased if I will speak this. That sannyasi, young sannyasi, was thinking, he's a Mayavadi, so if I speak, then he will be very pleased. Then Paramgurudev, he's a realized soul. Then he asked him that, now we are alone here in the room. So you put your hand on your heart. I am asking you, you are Ram, you are Ramchandra Bhagavan, you are Supreme Lord, Ramchandra. Paramgurudev is realized soul. When he's speaking about Supreme Lord, he's speaking directly, that is not different. So then that sannyasi became puzzled. When he heard about Supreme Lord from Paramgurudev, then he was totally puzzled. He said, no, I don't know. I was only repeating what I heard. I don't know. I think it was wrong. Now, in your presence, I'm feeling that, no, I'm not that Ram, that Supreme Lord, no. So I think it is better I should give up this sannyas and I will stop this, speaking this. Only one word by Paramgurudev. Are you Ram? You tell me here, sincere, are you Ram? Then Paramgurudev said, no, you took sannyas, that is okay. You renounced this worldly enjoyment and you took sannyas, that is okay, that is very good. But there is also right meaning to your words. Because Mayavadis, they think devotion is something lower. So once you realize you are God, then there is no necessity of worship. So that is ultimate their conclusion. So he thought he will be pleased. Then Paramgurudev said, you are asking this question. I am Ram, whom I will worship. There is a proper meaning to this also. Because there exists nothing except Ram. Only Ram is existing. Ram is everything. One is Ram as Swarup, means as a possessor of all potency, potent, Shaktiman. And one is Ram Rup, means his potency. They're inseparable. Everything is Ram. Ram and his potency. So you are Ram as his potency. Whom you have to worship? You have to worship Ram, the potent. You are Ram as his potency. You have to worship Ram as potent. That is proper Siddhanta, proper truth. Then that sannyasi was encouraged. Paramgurudev said, yes, you preach this everywhere. You are sannyasi, you preach. This is proper Siddhanta. So realized soul, Paramgurudev did not belittle him or put him down. No, he uplifted him, upgraded him into proper conception, and he will also get proper realization when he will follow. So in this way here, Brahma is telling Mahavishnu is creating, but what is created is also him as his potency, that achintya bheda bheda. So this we have to understand. So tomorrow we will hear about Srila Jajabar Goswami Maharaj. If there will be any more time, we can continue it.